Hello again, this is Stefan, and welcome to Module 5, YouTube Promotion and Marketing Strategies. Now let's talk a little bit about ranking your videos on YouTube. It's important to understand that YouTube is a search engine similar to Google. In fact, YouTube is owned by Google. And to effectively rank a video in the YouTube search results, you must focus on keyword optimizing your videos so that YouTube knows that your video is relevant to those specific keywords. And we've already covered a lot about keyword optimization and how to target certain keywords to create videos on in the previous module. But there's many other ranking factors that will influence your video's ranking on YouTube, which is what we'll be covering in this video. And the bottom line is, it's important to remember that ranking a video on YouTube is a similar process to ranking content on Google or really any other search engine. The search engines want to list the most popular, highest quality, and most relevant content at the top of their search results. And so that's why it's always important to remember and keep in mind of just focusing on producing quality content, quality videos. And if your content and videos are good, then they will naturally and organically rank to the top of the search results. Now, what are the YouTube ranking factors? Well, the following factors all influence the rankings of videos on YouTube. So first and foremost is keyword optimization, which is something we've already covered in the previous module on how to optimize your videos when you upload them to YouTube. But let's go over it one more time. So there's the keyword in the raw file name. So making sure that the file name of the video before you upload it to YouTube, that you rename that file name to have the primary keyword as the file name. So as an example, if the keyword that you're trying to rank for is weight loss tips, then you would rename the file to weightlosstips.mov or MP4 or whatever the extension is, but just making sure the keyword is in the file name. That's something that YouTube looks at that will help determine that that video is relevant to a certain keyword. Also making sure that the keyword is in the video title, and we've already discussed that before as well. So if the keyword is weight loss tips, then you would make sure that the title is compelling and has that keyword in the title. So for example, 5 best weight loss tips for men. You could even include multiple keywords in the video title as well, and even long tail keywords if you want to expand it and make it a little bit longer. Also making sure that the keyword is in the video description. So I often recommend writing up a description and having it detailed and even a little bit longer. I'm more of a fan of actually writing out maybe a few sentences or paragraphs and really, utilizing the description more, because the more content and words that you have in there, then the more that YouTube and the search engines can detect what that video is about. And so I often recommend to include the primary keyword at least 3 times in the description, as well as other keyword variations, other relevant keywords or different phrases, or just the keyword maybe reworded in different ways. Again, that will help the search engines, not just YouTube, but even Google as well, because YouTube videos can rank in Google and Bing and other search engines. That will basically let the search engines know what this video is about and how to rank it effectively for the best keyword. Also including the keyword in the video tag box. And so when you upload your videos, that tag box where you can put in different phrases and keywords. And I recommend having the primary keyword in there, as well as the short tail and long tail versions of the keyword, as well as multiple variations of relevant keywords as well. So for example, if the keyword was weight loss tips, then I'd recommend putting in the keyword weight loss, weight loss tips for men, losing weight, fat loss, best weight loss tips, so just use different variations. You can even put in fitness and health and losing weight, lose weight, how to lose weight, weight loss, any other keywords you could think of or that you've been able to determine based on the keyword research that you've already done. And then another factor of keyword optimization that's often not utilized is video transcripts. So you can transcribe your videos, and I'll share with you some ways to do that. There's a website I use called rev.com, and you can pay them, and someone will actually transcribe videos or content that you have, and that's what we use. But you can have it transcribed and then upload the transcript for that video inside YouTube. And so when you actually have a written transcript as well, that lets Google and YouTube know more of what that video is about, because right now YouTube and Google and the search engines, they can't detect words and automatically transcribe it. And so when you actually can transcribe it yourself and then provide that transcript and upload it, there's a lot of long tail and short tail keywords in there that can help give your videos a little bit of a boost in the search results also. Now that last step, it's not required. It does cost money and time to do that. It's just another optional step that you can do. But we personally do it for our videos because, even for the videos that we transcribe, we also include that in the blog post because that becomes an article as well. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, embedding your YouTube videos and turning them into a blog post. Okay, so other ranking factors are video engagement, which is really the most important thing on YouTube, because if your videos have high engagement, then YouTube will start promoting your videos for you. They'll start, putting it as recommended videos or putting it on their homepage or recommending it to people. And that's really how videos go viral, and when you can really have your video explode and get a lot of views and a lot of engagement. The search results, you can get a lot of views and attract a lot of people from that. But like I said, when your video goes viral and has high engagement, YouTube will do a lot of the promotion and marketing for you. So video engagement comes down to the number of views of the video. Okay, so the more views that the video has, the better. The average total watch time of the views. So, there's low quality views and then there's high quality views. Somebody can view a video, but maybe only watch 2 seconds of it. Whereas if somebody watches the video, maybe it's like a 10-minute video and somebody watches 5 minutes of it, well, that view is much more valuable because they had a much higher watch time than the previous view of 2 seconds. If somebody can watch your entire video to the end, that's very good. So making sure that you're engaging people in your videos, they actually have a reason to stick around and watch the video as long as possible. I have some videos that, are 30 minutes, even up to an hour long, and I've had people that have watched the videos all the way to the end, 1 hour worth of watching a video, and YouTube loves that. That tells YouTube this is a popular video, it's got high engagement, and then like I said, YouTube will start promoting that video for me. And oftentimes it's more interviews, you can have longer videos with, and people always ask, by the way, is it better to have short videos or long videos? I've had success with both. Short videos can be useful. A lot of people like just to watch videos that are under 5 minutes, whereas other people like to watch, longer videos that are 10 minutes or more. So you want to play around and I think have a variation of both. Another video engagement factor is the number of likes of the video. So on YouTube, there's the option to like or dislike a video. The more people that like the video and hit that thumbs up button, the better. The number of comments of the video, and so the more people that are commenting on the video, then the higher the engagement is. The number of subscribes of the video, and so when people watch a video on YouTube, there's a subscribe button to subscribe to your YouTube channel. And if a video is responsible for attracting a lot of people subscribing to that video, then that's another factor that YouTube looks at that basically will help determine that this is a popular video, and they'll rank you higher for that as well. And then also the number of embeds on external websites. So videos on YouTube, you can embed them on other websites. So you can basically, YouTube will give you a code. You can share your video and it will give you a code that you can put on your WordPress blog, or other people can, embed it on their blog or website. And when a video is embedded on external websites, then that's another important factor that YouTube looks at, because they see that people are actually sharing it and embedding it, which can help give you a boost as well. Another factor is your YouTube channel authority. So at the beginning stages, when you first create your YouTube channel, it doesn't have any authority or any reputation with YouTube. It's brand new, and so you're not going to have much authority in the videos that you're publishing in terms of having much success ranking them. Another important ranking factor is your YouTube channel authority. So when you first create a YouTube channel, it's brand new. You don't have any subscribers, you don't have any videos or views or anything like that. And so you don't have any reputation or really much authority on YouTube at all. And what happens is once you start getting subscribers and you start publishing videos, and YouTube sees that you're consistent, you're frequent, and people are enjoying your videos and subscribing more and watching more videos, etc., then your authority with YouTube increases. And as time goes on, as you gain more YouTube subscribers, then what happens is all the videos that you publish in the future, they will have more, they'll just naturally rank better on YouTube. And that's what I've found for myself over the years as my YouTube channel has grown, is that now when I release videos, YouTube gives me more of a boost because, I've already been with them for a few years. I've already published hundreds of videos and have, 80,000 or 100,000 subscribers. So focusing on the long term, it's not something that you can just, cheat your way into and just all of a sudden have authority with YouTube. It takes time. You get rewarded for the hard work that you put in, and that's one thing that YouTube will reward people for. At a certain point, you can get a verified badge for your YouTube channel as well, that will basically give you some more authority as well. And then even at a certain point, as you get maybe up to around 100,000 subscribers or so, YouTube actually gives you your own personal rep. So you kind of have your own YouTube partner rep, and you can email that person, and they're basically there for you to help you grow your channel even further. So they really notice and take care of the top YouTubers on YouTube. The age of your YouTube channel is important as well. So as the years go by, I've noticed, I started my YouTube channel in 2012, and every year, it's similar to Google with the domain authority. Every year that you have your domain name or YouTube channel, it helps build your reputation more with YouTube. The frequency of videos released. So I mentioned this, similar to Google and social media, is you always get rewarded for frequency and consistency. So Google and YouTube, the search engine, they don't like it when somebody just posts a video or a piece of content, and then they don't post anything for another 3 months. That's not a good way to build that frequency and consistency. They like to see, okay, this person's active every day or every week or every 2 weeks. They have some sort of level of frequency and consistency. So you want to make sure that you establish something like that, because you'll get rewarded more for that. Video promotion and marketing. So similar to Google, the more that you promote your videos, the more links that you have directing back to your videos, the more social shares, social signals. These are all important things that YouTube looks at that will help determine whether your video is popular, and they'll rank you further for it. So the number of social shares on the video, social signals. So again, people sharing your video on Facebook and Twitter and Google Plus and Pinterest and LinkedIn and all the different websites out there. That's an important factor. And even on YouTube, they have links for people to share videos as well. So they make it easy for people to share if they want to. And also the number of quality relevant links to the video. So backlinks, as we mentioned before, with Google and SEO is very important. You want to make sure that the links are high quality. So not just, crappy, low quality links that you might have bought somewhere. Make sure that they're quality links from authoritative websites that are relevant to your niche market or video. And that can help give you a boost as well. Okay, let's now talk a little bit about how to promote and market your videos. And a number of these principles and strategies are similar to what I shared with promoting blog posts and blog content, really because the way to market and promote online or any piece of content is the same. So let's go over some of these again, and I'll go a little bit more in detail and target this more towards YouTube videos. So as I said, consistently create and publish new YouTube videos. The more videos you publish, the higher chances of your success that your content will start ranking in YouTube and attract viewers. So oftentimes at the beginning stages of YouTube, it's almost like, no one's watching your videos, right? Nobody knows who you are. No one's watching them. They're not going to rank. But as you just are consistent with it and you just keep publishing videos, like I said, whether it's every week or every 2 weeks or every day, just doing it as much as possible, then the more videos, the more pieces of content that you have out there. And what you'll find is that, once you put up 10 or 15 or 20 videos, you're going to have a few of them that are going to slowly start climbing up in the rankings and slowly start getting more and more views. And so I found that for myself, if I start a new YouTube channel, I'll put out 10 videos or 15 or 20 videos over, maybe a few months. And then what I'll find is that, some of those videos are going to start to take off and get 100 views. And it's, like I said, very, very slow at the beginning. You start getting, 10 subscribers and 50 subscribers and 100. And as that grows, what happens is YouTube rewards you for that, right? So YouTube notices, they reward the frequency of the published videos. They like that. And then your videos, now that you have subscribers and some more authority, then everything starts to rank better, because every video that you now release, your subscribers are being notified of it. And so really the main thing that I can recommend is just consistency. Publish as much as possible and just stick at it for several months for it to really, really take off, and it will. If you stick at anything long enough and you focus on the long term, you'll be rewarded for it. So just be patient. Okay, it's part of the process. I've been there. I was once brand new to YouTube. I got past that beginning stages, and look where I am today. And many others have as well. So everybody started off this way, and they just stuck at it, and they ended up building up their channel and their authority and having success. Now, as I mentioned before and all throughout the last module, is to make your videos great and epic. So with any piece of content, focusing on creating quality videos will take care of most promotion and marketing. So if your videos are really amazing and really good, people will naturally share and promote your videos for you. So as I mentioned in the previous video with Google content, blog content, any form of content, if your content is good, that's the 20% of the work that will produce 80% of the results. So always focus on quality. You can't just expect to publish low quality videos and content that's useless for people, that no one's looking for, no one's interested in, and you can't expect that to work. It's not going to work. So focus on quality. And quality videos will help you attract subscribers, which will boost the authority of your YouTube videos. Your subscribers will also get notified of new videos that you release, as I mentioned before, which will immediately give you new videos a boost in views and engagement. So as an example for my YouTube channel, every time, because I have a lot of subscribers, whenever I release a YouTube video, my subscribers get notified of that video. And so right away, the moment that I hit publish of a video, there's 100 people that have watched it, within 10 minutes, because they're getting notified of it, and they right away start watching it. So right away, people are watching the video, they're liking the video and leaving comments. And then what I'll find is that every video that I publish will at least get a couple thousand views right out of the gate within maybe 2 or 3 days. And that's because of the number of subscribers. So every video that I release, if I already, within 3 days, I have a lot of views and likes and comments and high engagement. So those videos will rank on YouTube, the search results right away. So that's the power of building subscribers. And then also the videos that I have, I share them. And I'll talk about that a little bit later as well. And remember, quality, when I say quality, it's not necessarily based on the camera equipment or production, okay? It's the content. The content of your videos are the most important thing that will determine the quality. So a lot of people think, oh, well, I don't have, the top quality equipment, or I don't know how to make my audio quality, great and all that sort of stuff. And again, that's not what I'm talking about. It's all about the content and you behind the camera. I shared the example in one of my first videos back in 2012, the first month in of my YouTube channel. I created a video on my morning ritual. The video's got 700,000 plus views now today. And it, got hundreds of thousands back in 2012. And at the time of that video, I didn't have the experience that I have now. I didn't have the camera equipment that I have now. I just had a little digital camera on a stack of books, and it fell over, as I was recording the video. I did it in my little apartment and didn't have a microphone, any of that stuff. But again, it demonstrates it's not about the camera equipment. It's about the content, the information, who you are behind the camera. So really focus on that first. As time goes on, you can get better camera equipment and increase your production. Another important thing is to make sure that you share all of your videos on social media. So one important YouTube ranking factor, similar to Google, is social signals, social sharing. And YouTube will determine whether your videos are popular or not based on social signals, which is why it's important to share all of your videos on as many different social media platforms possible. So Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Tumblr, etc. as many different platforms as possible. We're primarily focused on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram inside this course, but setting up Google Plus or LinkedIn, these are all optional and will help give your videos a bit of a boost as well. And the great thing is when you share on social media and on your blog and all these other platforms, then you're providing content for your subscribers and you're building that relationship with them more. It'll help attract more people on your Facebook and Twitter and social media as well. So really everything works together with your blog content, your YouTube videos, and your social media. They all help each other out along the way and help things grow. Also, once you have an email list, which is something we're going to share later on in this module, how to build an email list of your subscribers and followers and traffic from your blog, it can be very powerful to share and email out and notify your email subscribers about new content that you have. So, if you put out a new video or a new blog post, you can send an email to your list and say, hey guys, here's a new video on, the 5 best weight loss tips for men. And right away, when you do that, depending on how many followers and subscribers you have, you're getting more engagement, more views to your videos and your content, which is what's going to help it rank better in the search results as well. So always sharing your content, always sharing your videos, always sharing everything that you produce is a really important process of really being able to grow and market and promote your videos. Now, another strategy is to promote your videos with YouTube ads. Now, YouTube has an advertising platform where you can sign up with Google AdWords, and you can sign up for a free account. Keep in mind, it does cost money to promote YouTube videos and give them a boost. And YouTube and Google AdWords, they're a little bit strict sometimes about what subjects you're allowed to promote in different niches, and they have certain guidelines. So you want to make sure you're aware of that. This is a little bit more advanced. It can be really powerful if you know what you're doing, but if you're just starting out with this, I wouldn't say that it's totally necessary. But if you do want to learn more about YouTube ads and you're willing to spend a little bit of money, that can definitely give you a big boost, like I said, if you know what you're doing. So that's another strategy and option to promote and market your videos. Another strategy is to cross-promote your videos within your YouTube videos. So in each YouTube video, you can mention or link to other videos on your YouTube channel by using annotations or cards. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about annotations and cards in the next module, to how to use them to promote and market. But just know that if you have a video on weight loss tips, you can include links in that video, annotations or cards, and you can link to maybe another weight loss video you might have that might be relevant to that person. And so essentially what you're doing is, one viewer, one person that might watch your video, you can now promote other videos you might have and increase the overall number of videos that viewer might watch. And so this is a great strategy just to promote your other videos, which can give them a boost as well. And sometimes I use this if I have a video that I really want to rank in YouTube, then I'll use my other videos that I have that are consistently getting views, and I'll throw in some annotations and cards to promote that one video I want to rank, and that can help give it a boost as well. So that's another fantastic strategy also. Another important thing is you want to ask your YouTube viewers to like, comment, and subscribe. So in each YouTube video, you want to request for your viewers to like, comment, and subscribe on that video. And you can use annotations for this or cards, and this will help boost your engagement and rankings in YouTube also. And so just asking for it, you can verbally ask for it. I often do at the end of my videos or throughout my videos, I'll say, if you enjoyed this, make sure to like, leave a comment below, and subscribe. Sometimes you can ask your viewers a question. So for example, I might say, share what your number one goal is right now, or share what your best weight loss tip has been. Share, whatever, and just ask them to comment, comment on and share the number one book that you're reading right now, your favorite book or your favorite quote. By doing that, you're engaging with your audience, which has a whole ton of other benefits besides ranking, because it's helping you build a relationship with them as well. But again, it's going to give your videos that boost. So just asking for it is key, verbally asking for it, or you can even have annotations or cards or maybe images or something like that comes up. I've even in some of my videos, I recorded a little promotion ad. It's maybe like a 15-second clip where I just, ask for them to leave a comment and subscribe and like the video as well. And even, if you have a video that's a little bit longer, let's say it's maybe a 10-minute or more video, you could have an annotation that shows up maybe like 5 minutes into the video, and the annotation could just be a message. And the message could just say, if you're enjoying this, hit the like button, or if you agree with this, hit the like button below. And a lot of people will. So these are just little tricks that you can do to boost the engagement, which will help rank your videos better. Now, I also recommend to embed your YouTube videos in your blog content. And so you can use your videos and your blog content together. And this is the number one strategy that I utilize with Project Life Mastery is every video that I create and publish to YouTube, I also have a blog post that goes along with it. And usually that blog post has content that I've written up, as well as transcribing it. Like I said, we use revrev.com to transcribe videos. So we'll include the transcription or maybe, write up an article or something like that. And it's important, like I said before, to understand people like to consume content in different ways. So some people, want to watch a video. Some people want to read. Other people just want to listen. And one other strategy we've utilized is taking the audio from the video, in the editing process, taking the audio and then uploading that as an iTunes podcast. So having it as a podcast, because maybe some people might want to listen to it, in their car or at their gym or whatever it might be when they're around the house or whatever, that could be another effective way to engage with your audience and reach more people. Now, podcasting is a totally different strategy and it's a little bit harder to monetize, so I'm not going to focus too much on it, inside these modules. But it's just another strategy, and it's always just important to be aware of what your niche and market will respond to most. Now, some of the strategies to promote and market your videos are the same ones that I mentioned previously on promoting and marketing your blog content. It's always important to understand that the process of marketing is really the same. Find places where people are interested in your niche or content and share it with them. So any piece of content, whether it's a video, article, whatever it is, you want to think again, where can I promote this? Just spend 5 or 10 minutes or more after you publish the video, the blog post, and maybe look just to see, okay, what are the Facebook groups, what are the communities online that are related to this piece of content, and then post it in the groups and share it with people. Same thing with forums and message boards. If you did a weight loss tips video, you can find a weight loss message board and say, hey guys, here's a great video that can provide some additional tips for you to lose weight. And same thing with blogs, the commenting. So similar, I mentioned before in the last video how you can find blogs that are related to your niche and then leave comments and link to some of your content. Well, YouTube videos can work the same way with that. If there's you got a video that's relevant to someone else's blog post or article, or even YouTube video, you can even comment on YouTube videos, include links as well. Then you can mention it, just include the link, and again, make sure that you're not intrusive about it. You're not just there to promote, but you're actually doing it to add value, and you're focused more on the audience. And then also to bookmark your content on social bookmarking sites. So again, manually submitting your content to Digg, Reddit, StumbleUpon, Scoop.it, Delicious, and there's many more out there. And really what this strategy is helping you provide more backlinks. When you have more backlinks from quality relevant websites, again, it lets YouTube know that your video is popular, that people are linking to it. That's going to help rank better in YouTube as well as Google and other search engines as well. And then it's also going to drive more views, more engagement, which is going to give you a boost also. Here's some additional YouTube tips and things to avoid. So first, as I've already mentioned before, successfully ranking YouTube videos and building your authority on YouTube takes time. The beginning is slow, stick with it. I've already shared my own experience and story, but when I first started, I was posting a YouTube video every week or two, and I just stuck at it. And it really took me about, I'd say, 3 to 6 months for things to really take off. And I was just consistent with it over that period of time. And as time went on, I got better and better, and I focused on being more consistent and more frequent. So eventually I got to a point where I was doing a few videos every week. And eventually I got to a point of doing a video every day. And one thing that I learned, one piece of advice that I got from a top YouTuber that has millions of subscribers, is that person said to me, make it your goal to do 3 YouTube videos a day. And I remember at the time thinking, oh my God, 3 a day, that's impossible for me. There's just no humanly possible way I could do that. Well, sure enough, as time went on, I always remembered that and stuck at it and just try to improve my processes. Eventually, I hired a video editor and started building a team to help me build my YouTube channel and build my business and take care of a lot of stuff that I was doing. And even to this day, I still don't do 3 a day, but I try to aim for at least every day. And eventually I'll get there. So understand it's a process. It takes time. The beginning is slow. Just stick with it for the next 6 months, and then you'll start to see some results with it. And also, it's important to think about how you can be different and stand out while adding value to others, because the only reason why people are going to watch your videos and follow and subscribe you is if they're receiving value, if you're different or stand out in some way. So it's important to learn from other YouTubers, see what they're doing, see what's working, but put your own unique fingerprint on it. Be different, stand out in some way. Think about how you can be different. I know for myself, I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I could be more transparent than everyone else. I can share a lot of things that other people aren't willing to share. Maybe I can focus on motivation and not just help people build an online business, but also help people develop their mindset, their psychology, all the discipline and hard work and the motivation that people need as well to help achieve their goals and be different in that way too. And then another way of just being different is just your personality, who you are, how you speak, how you communicate, because people are going to relate to everyone differently. For example, in the self-development market, some people love Tony Robbins. Other people hate Tony Robbins. They think he's too loud and obnoxious. And they like Brian Tracy, who's more quiet and speaks more slowly. Other people hate Brian Tracy because, he's too slow and, they love Tony Robbins. So everyone's different and people relate to people in different ways. And another tip that I have, which I already mentioned before, is that you can transcribe your videos and create blog posts with it and turn them into articles. And I do that now with every video that I produce because it allows me to have content that can now rank in Google and the search engines. It does cost money to do that, to hire someone to transcribe for you, unless you want to do it yourself, which is another option as well. But the two different services that I use and recommend is Rev, so rev.com, or Speechpad.com. And they're both great, fantastic services where people will transcribe your videos or your audios, and they'll get it back to you pretty quick. And then another tip that I mentioned that you can utilize is to use the audio of your videos and upload it as an iTunes podcast. And so again, this is just another way to recycle your content. If you've already created the content, think about how you can put it out there on the internet in different ways. So I use buzzsprout.com. I pay every month for their service, and it allows me just to upload the audios right there, and it automatically will sync with iTunes and set all that up for you. And a lot of people that search on iTunes or different networks like that, they're looking for podcasts. They can then find your audio, the video of the or the audio of the video that you produced, and they can end up turning into subscribers as well. Now, I'm not going to focus much on podcasting because that's a totally different strategy altogether. I don't think it's actually the most useful for affiliate marketing either. So I didn't really include much training on it within this course, but maybe I'll do in a later point in the future to share a little bit more on that. And some things to avoid buying fake views or subscribers. It's important to understand this is against YouTube's terms of service. I know some people that have done that. They go out there and they try to manipulate YouTube in some way, and it's never a good idea. This is only going to result in your YouTube account being suspended or banned, and it's not worth it if you've built up a YouTube channel, you built up authority and stuff, and it's a very important part of your business. So avoid doing that. And also avoid keyword stuffing your video description box. So you got to be careful about including too many keywords or just blatantly trying to manipulate YouTube and the search results by throwing in tons of different keywords. It's another thing that YouTube doesn't like that can result in your YouTube channel getting in trouble. And also be careful about using any trademarked or copyright content or material. This is something that YouTube is very strict upon. So you don't want to use anyone else's videos and upload them as your own. That can get those videos flagged and your account in trouble as well. You have to be careful about even taking trademarks and using those in your videos, without other person's permission, or even audio, music and stuff like that can also be against the terms as well. So just be aware of these things, and it's always best just to avoid them altogether. Okay, I'm just going to show you now some different quick examples of different things that I mentioned throughout this video. Here's a YouTube video that I did on how to stop binge eating and emotional eating once and for all. Now, this is a video that I did that's very high quality. And what you're going to notice first and foremost is that I've optimized it for a specific keyword. Actually, there's multiple keywords. One primary keyword is binge eating, which is a short tail keyword because it's only 2 words and it's more general and broad. How to stop binge eating, okay, that's a more long tail keyword, and emotional eating as well. So there's really three primary keywords that are in the title that this video is optimized for. Now this video has been very popular, 196,000 views at the time of this video. And you can see it ranks well, and I'll show you the ranking in a minute. It ranks well and does well because it has very high engagement. This video is 24 minutes. People watch it to the end. Okay, so the watch time is very high. The number of views is high. The number of likes is high as well as the comments. And so there's 673 comments that people have left. So I also optimized it for the keyword here in the description. So you can see I've got binge eating disorder, emotional eating here. Binge eating disorder is mentioned here again. Here it says to stop binge eating, so that's a keyword there as well. So it's mentioned about 3 times, the keyword binge eating. You can see here I've got a bunch of different links to social media and different pages, which I'll mention a little bit later also. But this video, if I come up here and let's do a search for binge eating, this video ranks number 3 right now out of the search results. And it kind of fluctuates. Sometimes it's been number 1, it's been number 2, number 3. But it's been ranked for quite a while now. It continues getting a lot of views. And because it has such good engagement, YouTube promotes it a lot. So if I were to come back here, if your videos are popular and have high engagement, YouTube will list them here next to other videos, as well as at the end of videos and even on the YouTube homepage for people as well, because YouTube will target people based on what they're interested in, and they feature the ones that and recommend the ones that are the most have the most engagement and everything. Now you can see this is an annotation right here, and I basically asked people to subscribe for more videos, and so that was one of the strategies that I mentioned. You can add little messages like this. To do that's pretty simple. You just got to edit your video, the info and settings here. I'll show you real quick the tags as well. So here's some of the tags I put in. Again, just different variations: binge eating disorder, how to overcome binge eating, BED, binge eater, binging, how to stop binge eating, so emotional eating, so different related keywords. I could truthfully make this better, maybe add a few more. I also put it in a playlist. You can automatically link your Google Plus and Twitter account here, so it automatically shares. Okay, so that's another strategy as well. But to edit, the annotations are right here. So here, this video has 2 different annotations, and I could probably this is an older video. I could definitely optimize it a lot better, but it has a subscribe one here, and you can put in add annotations whatever you want. If for example, I wanted to say people click the like button below if you're enjoying this video. So this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put this somewhere. Maybe I'll put it right here. And it's basically a message that will appear throughout the video. And I'm going to change the font size a bit, make it a little bit bigger, change the color. And I can decide when it's going to start and when it's going to end. So I'm going to put this maybe 15 minutes in, 15 to 20 minutes. And this one's just a message for people to like it, but I can link the annotation too. So if I wanted to link to another video, a related video that I had, I can put in the link here for it. So that's a really cool strategy of cross-promoting your content and videos. If I want people to subscribe, I can set up a subscribe annotation here, or if I want to link to a playlist or another channel or a website. So annotations, very powerful. Even this video, I haven't gone back to optimize in a while, but just adding that like one right there, because this video gets a lot of views, I know it's going to boost the engagement. More people are going to like it. Now this video is going to probably even grow even further. So that's the power of annotations and how you can set them up. Here's cards. Cards are basically, this is a card right here. It's a little more info thing. And we usually use this to build an email list or promote something. But you can also use it to recommend other videos and cross-promote as well. So it's pretty straightforward. You just click on Add Card, very similar to annotations. So that's another option as well. Now, as I mentioned before, with all videos, we share and embed them on the blog. So if you want to embed a video, if I just click and go back to the original video here on YouTube, if I press the share button, one, it gives people the ability to share easily on social media. Also social bookmarking sites as well. So if you easily want to share some of share your videos that way, you can just press all these buttons and share it if you choose. But we embed them. There's an embed code that's given right here, and you can copy this code, and you can put this code in the HTML section of a WordPress blog. And so you can have the video, you can play around with the size and different options here, but you can have it appear in your WordPress blog. So as an example, here's one I did on how to achieve more balance in your life. You can see I usually have an image here for my blog post. We have text here, and then here's the video that's been embedded. So this is directly from YouTube. People click on it, and it's a YouTube video player. We also link back to YouTube as well. So again, this is letting YouTube know that an external website's promoting this video. So YouTube will give it a little bit more of a boost that way. Now this one here we didn't do a transcript for, but let me maybe find another one that has a transcript just to show you. We actually have a transcript coming for it. This is the website that I mentioned, rev.com, where we order transcripts from. So for example, here's the one on more balance. I think there's a few videos in this package here, but some of them, like this one, Get a Logo 99 Designs. It was a 22-minute video, and so it ended up costing $22 for the transcript. And so you can basically place orders here. Someone will transcribe it. They'll send you the transcript, and then you can take that transcript and put it as a blog post. So as an example, let's see. Let me just find one real quick, and I'll show you what we do with the transcript. Let's see if this one has one. Usually, because I have someone that does this for me, it usually takes a little bit of time for the transcript because it might take a few days, and we'll publish it. We'll go back and add in the transcript. Here's an example. Here's a video transcript that was added for this, and we basically just turn it into an article. So the video content is now an article. You can take this transcript and add it to your YouTube video, and now this is an article that can now rank in Google and attract more people back to the blog. So those are just some examples, some further strategies you can utilize with YouTube, with your YouTube promotion and marketing to help build up your channel. And then in the next module, like I said before, we're going to focus more on monetizing your subscribers and your videos and start making money and generating money from all the hard work that you've been putting in. All right, so the assignments for this video are to create a consistent schedule for your video creation. Again, whether that's once a week, once every 2 weeks, 3 times a week, every day, 3 times a day. Create some sort of schedule for yourself and just focus on publishing more high quality YouTube videos. And then the other assignment is to start promoting and marketing all of your YouTube videos with the strategies that are mentioned inside this video. Thanks again for watching the video. Make sure to leave a comment below and let me know how you're doing. I'll see you in the next video.